Out in the hills of Virginia, we're touching the Hokie Stone, means remembering the legends who formed the foundation of a power. Names like Vic and Beamer and a lunch pail mentality that applies to the Virginia Tech Hokies. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Canes will put total weather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Virginia Tech's offense takes the field. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
He'll start this drive firing. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Benedict. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They're trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips through the line. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got
the expressway is wide open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense.
Nice job. defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to convert this second and short. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
Big.
He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Brings up second and goal.
Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Canes! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted. Big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. On the move at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. Can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. They're going to ride this running back. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Play action. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Virginia Tech, 0.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the play fake. He's got his man. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the... Or he's dragged to the ground. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Feeling some heat. He's got him in the flat. He puts him in business across the 50 into...
Complete.
6-yard line, it'll be first down.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, he keeps making more of those. Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football. And this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Working the middle. Brought down just outside the...
To the wideout.
Moves the change. It's at the 22.
Well, it's a nice looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You can just see him right now dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes.
And the catch and run into the end. The offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Looking to throw on second down. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. The 30. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that in.
tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up and score.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also,
Hauls it in.
the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second. It's third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball.
And the Hokies.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback. Interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Canes want to move quickly. On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Offense getting set for 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. And it's on the ground. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways. And the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the... for halftime. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Line getting set on 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone.
I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. Going to take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. A tremendous play to make the interception and then close to the... We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the...
Time. Now, Miami.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe he needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Keeps looking downfield. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got a man. It's Benedict. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll throw it on first down. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was short. Skills after that interception.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A strike downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Canes. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. And with time running out here in the second quarter, they'll just take a knee. Down on the scoreboard, they'll try to regroup in the locker room at halftime. And the Hokies will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Crosses to 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. On the move, it's Wilcox. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. You can't hear your... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to...
And it's picked off for the third time today. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Hurricane! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Offense set on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He breaks a tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Leaves it with the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackle. Gain land. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw.
And I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Man, you should go over to the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Going up top on first down. Hines is back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
It's complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The Canes are on the move. Comes out throwing on first down. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
He's going to pass on second down. Makes the catch.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially...
It's a fake. He's going to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's caught off a fake. First down. The fake punt works to absolute perfection, and it's a touchdown. How about the punter, the king of the athlete on the football field, able not only to kick the ball away, but also with brilliant arm talent.
Who says punters aren't athletes? I do. But that was a really good play right there. Heck of a job, heck of a disguise, heck of a throw. Probably going over the quarterback saying, hey, bud, you see that? Punters are athletes too, baby.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to... And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Canes! How about that D coming up with a play like that? And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field, looking for a productive play on first down. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage at the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Wants to throw on third down. He lobs one high down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards. A completion before the defense brings him down. The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Benedict. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Motion from the offense. To the air on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. He's looking to throw. Gets away. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Hokies!
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And the play will stand after the replay move just does a little double checking to make sure. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 28 over North Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know that.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. And the Canes have pushed it inside the 20. Handoff from the gun. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense, Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top.
The quarterback is taken down for a set.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Number 1 objective here, no turnover. Zings it complete to the right. He was fighting and strong. Trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll slide after picking up the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. He wants to throw here on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to do.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity to...
And he's thrown another interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Virginia Tech, 35.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning